What's up, David?
What's up, brother?
How are you, champ?
Doing good, man. Just right here in Saudi Arabia right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, but I saw your dad a few months ago in Frisco.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we just been working hard, bro. I'm really excited for this card.
Yeah, so let's kick this off, man. I didn't give you my formal intro, but I'm here with the two-division champ, super middle light heavyweight, the Mexican monster, dubbed by the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson. Got a big fight against Anthony Yarde, November 22nd in Saudi Arabia. I don't know what time that will be, your time or my time, but how you feeling?
I feel good, man. I'm very excited. I've been working extremely hard for this training camp, and everything has gone really well. The preparation has gone well. We got the miles in, we got the strength and conditioning in, we got the rounds of sparring in, and now the only thing is to do is cut the rest of the weight and perform next Saturday.
Yeah, man, you're a guy that doesn't cut corners. But before I get into the fight, I just want to get your thoughts on some breaking news the last couple of days. AJ versus Jake came out from Mike Coppinger. What were your thoughts when you saw that?
Yeah, it was a bit surprising. You know what I mean? It's a tall task coming from, literally moving from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua. So man, this is gonna be a tough fight. Honestly, it's probably the hardest fight he could have took. You know what I mean? And I like Jake Paul and everything, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. It's a dangerous fighter. You know what I mean? You've seen exactly what he did to Ngannou. You know what I mean? So it could probably be a repeat of the same, but nonetheless, big respect for Jake Paul for taking the fight. It's going to be a big event, and it's going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
In your backyard too, Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're probably going to pull up. What day exactly is that going to be?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's been announced officially, but I'm sure you'll be there.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's Jake Paul's really showing his balls on this one, so it's gonna be a good fight. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, going against the former heavyweight champion, and then on the not so good side of boxing, Joseph Parker, it came out that he tested positive for a banned substance against Yardley. Any thoughts on that? I mean, he lost the fight, but
yeah, and I mean that's unfortunate. This is my first time hearing about that. So the emotions are kind of they're kind of everywhere right now. I guess the bad substance didn't work for him in that fight, obviously, but I guess we have to sit back and see what type of banned substance it was. But it's really unfortunate. I don't know if he doesn't look like he's the type of person to do something like that purposely. So hopefully it was something that that it wasn't. I think I'm reading it right now. But it sucks. It sucks. I mean, hopefully he just gets his stuff together, and comes back stronger.
Yeah, it was a little shocking being who it was, Joseph Parker, a veteran of the game. But let's talk about your fight, man. You're one of the most entertaining guys in boxing, must-see TV. Every time you get in that ring, you entertain. You're fighting a guy, Anthony Yarde, who's a veteran of the game. He's been around. He's shared the ring with Kovalev. He's been in there with Beterbiev. Why him? Why now? It seems like a little bit of a risky fight for you, just because I know you got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't see fights like that, in my opinion. I only see fights risky if you don't take the necessary precautions to get ready for the fight. But me, I don't overlook anybody. I work extremely hard. I have like 4.5 months working for this training for this fight. Anthony Yarde is not necessarily the hardest fight out there for me, but I given him the respect like if he is. He's fought against he's got stopped against Kovalev, he's got stopped against Archer Beterbiev. He's got a great performance, but he's still been stopped. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a fun fight until how long it lasts. And I know he's gonna come prepared, but I come prepared too. I'm not scared of any fight. I'm not scared if a fighter comes ready. I'm not scared if a fighter has power or if you have good IQ. That's why I am who I am. That's why I'm David Benavidez. That's why I'm the monster, because I don't run from nobody. If anything, I welcome big fights. I welcome wars, and however he wants to do it, let's do it. I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
Is there anything in particular you got to watch out for with him, or you just worry about fighting your fight?
No, I mean, there's definitely stuff that you have to worry about. He has good counter punches. He has a good left hook. It looks like he has power. So, I'm gonna be who I always am. I always have good defense. I always have a good jab. I always have good flurries. I can counter punch as well. So this is stuff I know how to do really well. You know what I mean? So I just got to do what I'm doing, what I've already know how to do, but just do it better.
Yeah, and I listen, man. I know you'll go in the ring with anybody. You're not one of those guys. I call you a legacy fighter. Like Devin Haney, Crawford. You know, there's a handful of you guys. You're not just chasing the bag, but you're really chasing legacy. So you're not so concerned about you want to fight the best. You were hoping to get the winner of Better Be a B-Ball 2. That fell through. How disappointing was it? And do you think you'll get them in the ring next year, one or both?
Yeah, it was a little disappointing, but honestly, I see things like in the longevity of things, it's not really disappointing because it would be disappointing if I was just looking for a paycheck just to retire, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Every fight for me, I'm barely 28 years old, so I have a long, long time left. So the longer they take, the harder it's gonna be for them. You know what I mean? I'm still in the prime of my career. I'm still hungry. I'm still itching for them big fights. You know what I mean? So I'm while I wait for these fights, I get the experience. I get to beat these other big fighters. You know what I mean? And I get that experience. I get to use that for my upcoming fights. And it's gonna happen eventually. You know what I mean? I just gotta be patient. In boxing, the big fights, you always have to be patient. So while I wait for these big fights to manifest themselves, I'm getting experience other places. You know what I mean? So in the long run, it's gonna help me. It's gonna help me fighting all these fighters while I wait for the champions. And then when I get in the ring with the champions, I'm gonna have all the experience from all these other fighters that I beat that I could, take into those fights. So it doesn't really hurt me. I don't really mind waiting. Like I said, I'm still 28 years old. I turned 29 this December. So, I'm still in the prime of my career.